All right, we're with Sean Curry with Scranton Prep Boys Soccer Team. And Sean, thanks for coming to Arcaro Genell. And you've had some success again this season. You really have a nice team. Let's talk about that team you have.
It's a fun team to coach. It's a fun team to be on the sidelines with. They're hard workers. They're energetic. They're always active, and it's a nice deep team, which means that I have the opportunity to play a lot of guys. So when guys get playing time, they tend to be happy, and so we're able to keep a lot of kids happy right now.
More offensive oriented, defensive oriented. Take us through what you think you see when you're out there watching your guys run around.
We in the past have played more defensive and more possessive. This year we knew that we had some good weapons, so we changed our formation up a little bit and we made it a more aggressive formation. Something that was tough to sell because we had success last year. I mean, we went undefeated last year and were the top seed going into districts, and then this year all of a sudden we come in and we're going to change it. But it's worked out. The guys have bought into the system. The guys we have playing defense are fantastic. We're playing a little bit less in the midfield and more on the attacking side. So we're able to send 3 guys forward at a time and then some midfielders right behind them, and then attack some defenders on the outside as well. So we're able to throw a lot at teams and wear down the defense a little bit.
Football-wise, everybody's talking about, hey, watch this team on Huddle. I do this. What are soccer coaches doing nowadays? Are they on Huddle? Tell us a little bit about what it's like to be a soccer coach.
In terms of being a soccer coach, a lot of it is going to clinics, a lot of reading, and knowing your team. But oftentimes what works best for me is watching other teams that play the same formations and the same shape and the same style that our guys play. So I'm often watching the New York City Football Club. They play a very similar style that we play. They have a similar type team. So I watch how they react in certain situations, and then I take what I see from other games, and then I apply it to what we're doing in practice and try to work situationally.
How often are you able to get out and maybe see a team you haven't seen all year? You're in the Lackawanna Conference, you play all those teams, but you're going to end up likely meeting a team from the Wyoming Valley Conference. Are you able to get in any of those games and kind of get a peek?
My schedule's a little bit tough. Every once in a while I am able to get a peek at a team here and there. I do have a lot of friends in the Wyoming Valley Conference, so those conversations are happening all the time, and we're able to we have scrimmaged and had some exhibition games against some of the Wyoming Valley schools, so that gives me kind of a gauge, how those teams do against some of the other teams. It gives me kind of a measuring stick.
Overall, let's talk about the guys that we're going to talk to tonight. Tell us about the players that are here and their talents on the field.
Well, our attack starts with Cullen Myers. Cullen is our attacking center mid. He sits on the top of our triangle, right at the midfield, and distributes. At the same time, he's scored 22 goals and has 17 assists on his own. So not a bad weapon, as a secondary weapon. He just creates. He's so patient on the ball. He has a nose to go to goal, but he is just as good at setting you up as he is going to goal. He draws so much of the attention of the defense that it opens up a lot of things for other guys. We have 3 attackers up top who all have 10 goals or more because of the fact that Quarterman opens things up for those guys. We have Pfaeffle. Tom is one of the best defenders in the league. I'd say between he and Billy, who's our other player that's here, Billy Weiss, probably the 2 best defenders in the Lackawanna League. Unbelievable guys to have sitting in front of my goalie. That's one of the reasons that I was able to play a more aggressive attacking shape, because I knew I had those 2 guys to sit in the middle for us in the back. And they're a wall. And our goalie, unfortunately for his stats, I guess, hasn't seen a lot of work because these 2 don't let him. They take a lot of pride in a shutout or in making sure that their goalie isn't tired.
All right, we're continuing the conversation here at Arcaro Genell, the pizza capital of the world. Cullen Myers joining us, and Cullen, let's talk a little bit about this year. And you guys are really having another tremendous season.
We are, and it's going really well. And I think we credit that to our depth. Guys have been injured, and we just plug someone in there, and it's going really well. As soon as you make this first sub, we never lose any momentum or any strength on the field, and that's what's leading us to multiple wins.
Talk what it's like to go through the soccer season, and there's going to be injuries. Take us through some different things that you guys get nicked up on, and it's a little more physical than people think, the
It
average
is.
person.
And that's something that's very misperceived about soccer, about how physical it is. You know, we'll go through a season and there'll be 4 or 5 guys injured, and you definitely need those players from off the bench to come in, and they've been doing a great job. And you know, now that's getting districts, the thing that I'm liking even more is that a lot of our players are coming back to full health, and we're at full strength going into districts.
For you overall, talk about the times when you maybe get a little break and you can say, okay, I'm going to relax for 2 days, I'm going to get a day off, I'm going to get a week, because you're playing all year round.
Yeah, there are definitely some times where you need to take a couple days off, or else you're so sore. So this week going into districts, we'll get Friday, Saturday, and we'll see if our first game is Monday. We'll have a practice Sunday, which is, I think, a great approach to our districts.
Overall, what do you like about this year's Scranton Prep team?
Oh, there's a lot of things. Our chemistry right now is fantastic. You know, everyone's just getting along at this point right now. We're making great decisions on the field as well. You know, we're spreading the wealth all across the board, and we have been rock solid in every spot, and I just love playing with these guys.
Overall, let's talk about your game. What do you bring to the table as far as your game? What have you done with soccer at other levels, and kind of saying, okay, this is what I'm going to try to help my teammates do?
Yeah, I feel like my best attribute is definitely my strength. It's tough to get the ball off me, you know, and I attribute that. I've been playing with my club team, Abington Rowdies, for a long time now. I think around 10 years or so, something like that. And my trainer, Elite Game Speed, Joe, they really helped me with my strength, especially in my speed as well. And I feel like I can go places with my game.
How about Coach Curry? Talk about his style and approach and what he brings as well.
Coach is very calm. You know, he's very calm on the sidelines throughout the game, and every time at halftime, doesn't matter what the score is, he always tells us what we need to do, and I love that coaching approach.
Cullen Myers from the Scranton Prep Soccer team here at Arcaro Genell. All right, we're with Thomas Pfaeffle from the Scranton Prep Soccer team, and Thomas, tell us about the position you play and some guys that are around you there on the field.
Well, I play center back in the system we play, and well, my whole career I played right back, but this year we switched formations, so now we have 2 center backs, and I play next to Billy Weiss, also the other captain, and we're pretty much like the heart of the defense. Like, we're always the last ones to get to before you, I guess, get the goal in a way.
Well, we're hoping nobody's getting goals, right? Let's talk about that defense and your keeper and everybody there at Prep that's keeping teams off the scoreboard.
Yeah, well, we have a really, really good defense. Gary actually doesn't have to do much because of just how good our defense is, and with the training that he's done over the past 3 years, it's led him up to this point, and our defense is phenomenal.
Over on the offensive end, let's talk about some guys that could put the ball in the net and those scorers and playmakers, and guys like Cullen could do whatever it takes on the field.
Honestly, I think we have six players who play all 4 positions, and any of them at any time during the game could put a goal in the back of the net. So we're really rich in that category with scorers.
Overall, what do you like about your team this year? Or what's the feel of it? Saying, okay, is it the flexibility? I mean, I think Cullen kind of alluded to that. Guys are going down. You know, there's some injuries, but new guy just steps in and does the job.
Yeah, I think the best thing about our team is that we're all such great friends off the field. So our chemistry really comes together when we're on the field, because nobody's ever fighting, nobody's ever doing anything like that. So when the time comes and we're on the field, it's like we've been playing together our whole lives.
How about hanging out or doing some things outside the soccer field with some of these guys that you say are your friends?
Yeah.
How about some fun stuff you guys do?
Well, we're all big Xbox players. We all play Madden and stuff like that. Billy Weiss, who I play next to, our friendship, he was one of my first friends when I came to Prep. And I think that friendship that we've had throughout the 4 years of Prep really translates onto our chemistry on the field, too.
Speaking of being a student at Prep, talk about the challenges of the academics there at Scranton Prep and being able to be an athlete, too.
Yeah, that's one of the things that a lot of us don't get credit for, is that we're students first, athletes second. So it seems kind of hard sometimes to when you focus on a game all day and trying to get through the school day. But at the end of the day, we are students first, athletes second. So that just comes first.
Let's talk about that for you for 2017. Being a student, is that something you're thinking about doing? And if so, are you thinking about a certain college or university? You're kind of wide open right now?
Yeah, I'm applying to a bunch of schools, but I like a lot of schools in Boston, DC, and Pittsburgh. I'm really looking to go to a big city.
How about an area of study?
Engineering. I like math and science a lot.
All right, man. Well, great to catch up with you here at Arcaro Genell. Best of luck the rest of the year.
All right, thank you.
All right, we're with Billy Weiss from the Scranton Prep boys soccer team, and Billy, let's talk a little bit about your role on the team this year.
So I'm a captain, on the team, and I'm the center defender. So obviously I have a lot of responsibility, and I have to lead the team and organize things, and it's a very important job.
You have some great players around you. Take us through not only some of these other guys that are upperclassmen, but all the guys up and down that roster that contribute to your team.
Right, so obviously we have Tom and Cullen. Tom is my other center defender, and Cullen is the forward or center attacking mid. And they're both fantastic players. Also, we have Alec Butner, who's a forward and a winger, and he's a very fast player, and he's very physical and aggressive, and he scores a lot of goals. Also, Kyle Zaboski, another forward, and Corbin White, who's another forward.
Overall, talk about this year's team and you guys being in the league and playing great competition, but pretty much handling everybody you faced.
Yeah, right. We started off the year pretty well. We scored a lot of goals. We didn't concede many goals. But then as the season came along, a lot of the teams started to figure us out a little bit, and we had some problems, especially at away games. But we overcame that adversity, and now we're rolling again.
Billy, you talk overall about being a soccer player and playing under Coach Curry. Tell us a little bit about his style and what it's like.
Coach Curry, he's very systematic, and he's a great leader, and he really knows how to get the best out of us. So he's always trying to keep us in the system, which is great because I come from a club where we didn't really play a strict system. So he really is a very strategic coach, and he leads us well.
How about your family? Talk about the support you get from your family, and whether it's in the classroom or on the soccer field.
Right. My family's supported me so much over the years. I played club for many years, and they're always taking me down for tournaments and things like that. And my parents try to come to as many games as they can, and it's great support.
Overall, Billy, let's talk about your future, what you plan on doing as you move from high school to the next level.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to play in college, but if an opportunity arises, I'll definitely take it, and I think it would be an honor to play in college.
And then how about being a student overall at Scranton Prep, your experience?
Honestly, Scranton Prep is the best school I could imagine. It's really amazing. Everybody there, the academics are amazing, people are amazing, and it's a great school.
All right, well, we wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors, and thanks for coming out to Arcaro Genell.
Thank you very much.